Hello! Welcome everyone, Clone Trooper. Good to see you. Yes, it is a late night for me. If you are watching live, thanks for joining. This is not planned whatsoever, and it is not on a game that you all have seen before, from me at least. Maybe you've played it yourself. And if you're joining and watching this after the fact, thank you. I will try to balance this, even though it's a live stream. I will try and make it to where, you know, this is hopefully good and fun watch for you later as well. But I wanted to try out this game. It's new. I believe it's a Paradox game. So it's going to be, the way I hear it, it's a lot like Stellaris, basically in like an official Star Trek makeover, mod, whatever you want to call it, overhaul. I was a big fan of Star Trek Next Generation growing up. I'm old enough that that was like the thing. Whenever I was growing up, it was a lot of fun to watch. And so I wanted to make sure and just get to try it out. And so I've been playing for a little while, and I'm playing as the Federation, and I'm trying to get a feel for the game. I watched a video or two on YouTube to try and pick up a little bit, because these Paradox games for me are pretty challenging, because I'm not used to them. They're a lot more in-depth management-wise than, say, like a Total War game, where a Total War game is a lot less management, and then probably a solid mixture of just knowing how units work and clicking the buttons right. This game is going to be a little deeper in terms of there's a lot more resources, there's a lot more kind of push-pull type mechanics. Do this, it's good for that, maybe not so good for that. And there's a lot for me to learn, because I never played Stellaris. I always kind of wanted to. And again, I heard this is like it, though I'm not entirely sure. So, in any case, like I said, I'm excited to be here, and I'm going to try and go through it. So, what's been going on? I actually started with way less planets. I've actually expanded the Federation quite a bit, and I'll kind of give you a little bit of a recounting of what has gone on so far. So, when I started, the Federation did not include, I think, like these 3 or 4 systems right up here. Or it did include Vulcan, but we did not have Wolf 359. And if you're a Star Trek fan, you know all about that one. Norrin, Cthulhu, we didn't have any of these, so I colonized all of those. I also colonized these 3 down here, kind of to my south and east. And then we actually just finished incorporating the Beta Zeds, or the Betazoids, into the Federation, so I just took over their space down here as well, which is sent my administration through the roof. We'll talk through that in a moment, so I'm a little bit overextended in terms of administration. But, Clone Trooper's giving me some hearts. Thanks, I'll give you some hearts. Can I do it back? Hold on, I gotta see if this works. Alright, thanks Clone Trooper, appreciate the hearts. Hope you're doing well. And so anyway, yeah, we took over the beta, or we didn't take over it. The Federation doesn't take people over, but whenever there's open-minded, or I guess non-hostile minor factions, you can use diplomatic proceedings essentially to win them over and eventually integrate them into the Federation. And that's what we've done now, is we've integrated them into the Federation. Now, another cool thing I got going on here, I actually have the Enterprise. So one of our missions, or I actually went through a few missions. The first one was to basically explore 10 new systems and build a couple of science ships. Once we did that, it opened up the mission to build the Enterprise, which basically just needed me to have a ton of alloys because it's a huge Galaxy-class ship. So it took us a long time to build. So I saved up the alloys and we built the Enterprise. Cool thing about the Enterprise is I think it's pretty competent in terms of battle, but it also is kind of an exploration ship like it was in the show, so I can also send it out to explore. And there's some cool missions that I'm working on right now, and it's where you can pick up all of the different officers that the Enterprise has, and that of course gives you like some special rewards and stuff here. So that's kind of what I'm working on. So I'm right now surveying systems with the Enterprise so that I can try and get Data. Data was my favorite character in the show, so I figured that would be fun. So we'll try and get Data positronic computation here. So again, we got to survey 4 more systems with the Enterprise. I have a fleet rolling around with the Enterprise because I was doing some exploring earlier. You all might find this funny. I mean, it's typical me. For those of you maybe not familiar with my channel, if you're watching this afterwards and maybe you're new because you saw the new game, I managed to blunder plenty of things, and one of the things that I blundered right into was Nausicaan space. And for those of you familiar with Star Trek, the Nausicaan, or not familiar, the Nausicans are a rather nasty species who like to fight. And yeah, I stumbled in with my fleet thinking that I was going to save my poor science ship that was under attack, and my entire fleet got beat down like a fly and you know, up against like an electric buzzer or something. It wasn't good. Like, we got absolutely thwacked by the Nausicans. So yeah, the Nausicans are here, by the way. I had to rebuild some ships there, but many officers gave their lives due to my my foolishness there. So anyway, I sent the fleet with the Enterprise in the hopes that I don't just send the Enterprise out surveying, I don't know, run onto the Borg or something and then lose the ship. So in any case, that's what we're doing. So what we are attempting to do, at least as far as I understand it, like when I go look at victory, we are right now doing well. I'm actually in first place. I'm shocked. I did not expect to be in first place in a Paradox game, even against the AI, because I got a long ways to go, but apparently I'm doing okay other than having been overextended on administration and a few other things. But what we're attempting to do is, by the end point of the campaign, which is on January 1st, 2646, and by the way, the timer is up here, we have to be number one, essentially.
Which civilization exerts the most?
Okay, I get it. So basically, we have to essentially keep doing good on these things. So my economic strength is good right now. We're way ahead in technology, which is not a huge surprise. The Federation that's like their specialty. They're really good at research and science, and I'm trying to take full advantage of that. We also have a lot of systems at the moment. I'm trying to get more intel on these other factions as we go through. I've got a spy ship doing some work. And so yeah, anyway, that's kind of where we're at in terms of, at the moment we're doing pretty good. I haven't had to fight any wars, so I have no idea how to fight. That's going to be all new to me in the game. I only have a small fleet here. I've got, it looks like I have, I think, what is it, seven Miranda class ships, and then I've got the Enterprise. We can go take a look at them real quick. It's pretty cool. You don't usually see a lot of stuff up close in this game, which is kind of sad because I love all the unit model stuff. But here's my fleet of Mirandas around this star. They are nearby the Enterprise. The Enterprise is here surveying, so there we got the Enterprise surveying a planet. So in any case, here we go. So that's what we're up to. Right now I'm having an issue with spread, which I think is kind of like an administrative thing, if I understand it right. Like, I've overextended, I've built a bunch of colonies, done all this stuff, and I don't really have the administration for it. And so I'm suffering a penalty. Like, technology is more expensive, traditions are more expensive, leader upkeep, everything's way more expensive because I've spread myself too thin on administration. So I need to address that. It can be addressed by building the right buildings, and I'll show you all the administration thing here. So each one of my districts, too, that I build on my colonies is causing the need for more administration. The number of systems causes more need. Colonies causes more need. All the populations inhabiting my colonies causes need. And then as far as the capacity, you can see that the base is 110, and then I am getting extra from workers in certain buildings. So anyway, we need to take care of that. So I need to quit colonizing. I can't help myself, though. I see an open colony, and I go for it. I recently colonized Wolf 359, so I need to kind of slow down, apparently, and let things catch up. But anyway, I'm going to go over here and check out the new Beta Z colonies that we took over. It looks like they have some small fleets here. Small, minor, like, I wonder what these look like. Look at these little Beta Z ships. So yeah, we got a small fleet from them, apparently. And then let's check out Beta Z. I need an administration building. They have the planetary administration, but there is another type of administration building. It says available jobs. We don't really have any unemployment issues here. I'm going to build an administration building if I can. I don't know if it'll actually help because I'm going to actually have to put workers in it, and we'll do that. But I'm going to build this administration office so that hopefully I can expand some of my administrative capacity. So there we go. We'll build that and see if that will help, and I'll start trying to reduce it. Like all Paradox games that I've played so far, it is a game where you pause, unpause, you can control the speed a little bit, so I'm just going to unpause it and go on to normal speed. I'm trying to keep an eye over here on this outliner that basically shows me a lot of important things. So like my 3 science ships, I'm trying to keep them working. And then I'm also trying to monitor the Enterprise to make sure it stays busy. That's right up here. I have construction ships that are kind of inactive at the moment because I ran out of things to construct, at least for a little bit. Looks like the Klingons and the Romulans have a non-aggression pact. That does not bode well for me. Yeah, probably not a good thing. I have 2 envoys who kind of doing diplomatic work for me. One of them right now is working on a first contact mission down here. And once that finishes, I might actually send that envoy to the Romulans or the Klingons and see if we can kind of start to get, you know, a little bit of relations going. I have a spy ship here. I'm actually going to move it. I've been kind of spying in Klingon territory just to get a feel for that. And then we have a first contact pending. And let's read this here. So it says first contact investigation locked. I'm going to actually pause it for a moment so that we can read through this. It says we've been able to communicate with the potentially dangerous alien life from the Akmar system using our universal translators. We've yet to establish visual contact due to severe interference with our hailing transmissions, and as such, we remain apprehensive at entering into diplomatic talks with them. This one says our people come first, so it says we'll stay stern in our communication for as long as possible, take no unnecessary risk. That will gain us some unity. Unity is a resource that we can use to get traditions, which help us. And then this one says they must prove themselves. It says they will share their resources with us as an indication of goodwill. So I would gain a whole bunch of energy, which is kind of like a currency that we can use to buy other resources that we need. I'm trying to think which one I could use the most right now. Honestly, both would be pretty good. I'm actually going to take this one here. It sounds more Federation-y to me. Speaking of traditions, let's go check that out. I've been working on some traditions, and I focused on research. So essentially, like, I was trying to speed up my research speeds so that I could science up faster and basically surpass everybody. Plus, the science helps us in terms of getting ahead in victory. And so here we go. Yeah, someone in my live chat here, Silver, is pointing out the fact that I colonized Wolf 359 and then I'm kind of tempting fate. That's indeed the case. That's why I had to put a colony. For those of you not familiar with Star Trek, that was the system in which the ill-fated battle took place between the Borg and the Federation, and the Federation's fleet got utterly wiped out. So yeah. And then Mr. Irongut in my live chat is stating that I'm actually more like a Romulan. I probably am in a lot of backstabbing ways, and I am looking forward to playing them, but I figured it would be easiest to learn the game with the Federation. But I am very much looking forward to playing as the Romulans and to getting some good old backstabbery going on. So these lines here, by the way, they're like they're kind of like a warp conduit. They call that a highway. You can use them to travel faster between areas. I haven't really messed with them yet. So anyway, there we go. I'm going to see here. So we finished surveying a system. I think that was, no, it wasn't the Enterprise. I have too many science ships, to be honest, but I'm going to go ahead and keep them. Just let them continue to do their work. So our science ships can be used to go research anomalies, or we can use them to survey unexplored planetary systems like I'm doing there. So that science ship wasn't busy. This one's not busy. Unknown G-type star. Is there some reason why I can't?
We have surveyed a new star system.
I don't know why it's not letting me explore these. I guess I can't move there. We'll go survey this one. There we go. I guess it's like outside of range or something. Got another science ship here. Oh, it looks like there's a Klingon science ship there as well. Alright, all my science ships are surveying. The Enterprise is still busy on its survey. And...
Construction finished on schedule.
Alright, so system surveyed them. I'm going to dismiss those. We finished construction.
Construction finished on schedule.
And then we finished construction at Beta Z. That's going to be our administrative building. That did help. So our spread is reduced some. But we're still overextended pretty good. But that certainly helped. Let's see, we have 5 available jobs. Science director, counselor, farmer, clerk, technician, supervising officials. Hang on, ruler jobs. Available jobs, 5. Worker job. Okay, so we need more technicians, miners, and clerks on this planet. And you can mess with your populations. I'm not great at it yet. Not at all. So, ooh, what is this? Onward. It says, our side's momentum toward victory is likely now irreversible. The enemy's star systems are already dimming back to the blackness of the vacuum as our energy weapons blaze through their wreckage toward the final assault. The moment is nearly upon us. Our allies will prevail. I guess that means we're doing well. I hope. Hopefully it doesn't mean I'm about to kick off an intergalactic war of unparalleled proportion. I'm going to look at some resettlement here. So, I wonder if we have, like, clerks. It mentioned technicians, civil servants. See, I don't know exactly what all these guys do. I'm trying to understand the planets a little better. Let me show you what I've seen on it, but like when I look at the planet, here's our summary. And when we look at jobs, it tells us that right now there's 5 available jobs at the worker level, and 2 of them are as clerks. So we need clerks here, and we need, yeah, it says we need 2 clerks, 1 miner, and 2 technicians. Now, what we could do is look for unemployment amongst other planets and try and move those folks in. So, like, as I kind of swing through some of our spots here, I'm just gonna, do a quick check for unemployment. And I don't see any at the moment. So, yeah. Earth has a ton of populations, though. And see, like here we have clerks. We could maybe shift a clerk. I don't know if that'll do any good, though. See, Earth has an administration ability too, so I guess I'm kind of confused. Like, I don't know how to shift workers very well from planet to planet. It says set priorities by dragging and sorting them in their prioritized strata area. Okay, so I guess you can... What does that mean? Shows like clicking and dragging, but I'm not really sure what it means by that. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure a lot of this stuff out. That's one of the things that's tough about these Paradox games. I find them all to be fun, but it's an investment to learn them. Like, it is definitely an investment to get into them. I've had a lot of fun every time I do, but it's a long way to get in. And I think that since I've just been familiar with Total War for so long, it's just kind of my comfort zone. Alright, so this first contact event is pending. Let's read this. So, it says, communication with the new civilization. We have been able to communicate with the potentially dangerous life form in the Hyperia system using our... It says, alright, so this is another one of those, our people come first. I'll pick, they must prove themselves this time. We'll just vary it up a little bit here. So we're working on first contact still. My 2 envoys are busy. I think the 1 envoy was busy with the Beta Zeds, though, which we should be done with that now. So I wonder if that means I can try and send a envoy over to the Romulans. Diplomacy, improve relationship. No, okay, both of my guys are working on first contacts. Let's wait till one of those gets finished. And then once they get finished, I'll send one of them over to speak with the Romulans. Okay, Bones is telling me in the chat about the planetary thing. Let's go check that out again. So he says go to the planet, because I'm still learning this. It says go to this, and then... Let's see... Click on the specialist bar. It should drop down. Clicking on stuff. What am I missing here? Back to planet view, click on the specialist bar. It should drop down and let you swap jobs around. Yeah, I still don't get it. If I can drag and drop stuff here, I don't know how to do it. That Romulan didn't just say that's a Vulcan thing. I don't know what the Romulans have been saying. Jeez. See, I know there's a way that I should be trying to, like, probably maximize the output of these planets, or like maybe I can shift jobs towards that administrative building if that's what I need right now, but I don't really know how to do it. So... he says that it looks similar to Solaris, and he thought it might do that. Yeah, so see, we need clerks over here, but I think my biggest problem here is that I've made too many colonies too quickly, and that's part of what has kind of caused me to get overextended over here, and I shouldn't have done that. So we're just going to have to catch up as best we can. It is what it is, folks. Air doesn't know how to manage himself out of a paper bag, much less a galaxy, so we'll get along with it. I'm actually going to go check out Wolf 359 real quick. That's one of my newer colonies, and one that's probably doomed to a Borg invasion, no doubt. And we do have an open building slot. I could stick another administrative building in here.
Construction in progress.
I don't know whether there'll be anybody here to work with it, because this is a pretty new place. We've got 2 populations now. So it's growing. That's good news. Looks like we finished surveying a system. And that was the Enterprise that finished its survey, so let's send the Enterprise out on yet another survey. Where she be? Here's the Enterprise. Got it selected, and there is a nearby star system to survey. And then I'm going to send the Miranda fleet over there with them as well, just again to kind of have an escort of ships with the Enterprise. Actually won't let them move there. I guess it's technically out of range. Oh, I think certain kinds of ships can't necessarily move outside of the range. Like we only can jump so far away from our territory. Uh-oh. Oh, I think this would count as a first contact mission for the Enterprise. Can we not assign the Enterprise to do this? Hold on. Let me take a look at some, because if I go to the missions... It says first contacts, which we've been working on. Oh, diplomatic missions by the Enterprise. Okay, so... Oh, please just don't let me get my flagship killed. Be kind to me, game. Yeah, I can't move my ships out there to support any closer. So I guess I'll just move these guys back into Earth for now. Keep them back towards the middle of the Empire. I say Empire, Federation. You all get the gist. So the Enterprise is still surveying. Let me go check out my construction ships. I haven't done much with them in a while, and there might be some new stuff that we need to construct. There may not be, though. I can't remember where I had built star bases, but I think there's really nothing for me to worry about right now. Okay, so gas giant core. So this is an anomaly that we found, and if we research it, we get bonuses basically, and it gives us a reward basically. So I like to stop and research it. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and basically your ship will pick up its orders and continue on from there as we go. Thank you to everybody who's joining live. Do appreciate it. Clone Trooper says that the Borg can't hit me without a transwarp gateway. I hope not. I'm thinking about this game, by the way, and there's a lot of cool expansion that could come to this in DLCs. I mean, the Ferengi may already be in here as a minor faction, but the Ferengi could be cool. The Dominion would be really cool. The whole Delta Quadrant's there from all the stuff that was in Voyager. And then, you know, like, you could have, I mean, because like the Bajorans over here, by the way, they're under the thumb of the Cardassians at the moment. You could add the Borg for sure. I mean, that would be a huge add. Gained a trait. Tradition. Okay, we got a new tradition available because we finally saved up enough. This will give us 20 administrative capacity, which would be really good because I keep overextending myself. Though we did just catch up from that new building, so governors provide 10 unity and 10% trade value, sublight speed. I could come back over here into research. Scientist level cap. I don't need extra spies right now. Anomaly discovery chance and research speed would probably be good. But I think we have to do one over here for now. Let's go with this one and say yes. Accepted. And let's see, we got pause for a minute. We got Stardust thing that says upon touchdown our deep... Okay, this is where we were exploring the core on that planet. It says our deep core research team discovered that part... I can't pronounce that. Teopix is entirely composed of refractory minerals born from cosmic dust. Our scanners indicate that the unusual composition of the planet's crust allows easy access to the innermost layers of the planet without the time-consuming drilling. Whilst traveling through one of the layers, the crew crossed paths with thousands of hibernating life forms scattered amongst the cosmic dust. Limited prior research tells us they are of the species Astropulvuli, commonly known as Stardustlings. As of today, not much is known about them. Alright, so we can and gain a bunch of science, or we can do this, which adds a bunch of minerals to it, so that if we ever colonized it and then built a mine there, we'd get more minerals. I'm just going to take the science for now, because I'm not planning on opening up any new colonies for the time being. Alright, so we finished a survey. What's going on here? The Akamarian clans, so this was one of our first contacts, so we have established communication with them. And so here we are. So it's a first contact with them. It says, thank the clan leaders, you've made contact with the right Akamarians. Traveler, I speak for our leader, Sovereign Yuta Genordo, and extend you a message of peace and prosperity. Our renegade other half roams the galaxy aimlessly. They're no more than savage pirates. We trust that the United Federation of Planets bears no sympathy for such malcontents and will give us a hand in delivering them justice for the benefit of all. It says, we are pleased to meet you. This would cost me some energy. But it would gain me some diplomatic relations. I can just spend nothing and get less diplomatic plus, or I can basically threaten them, it sounds like, and then they're... It says you should stick close to us. American opinion. So they would not like me for that. I'm gonna do this pleased to meet you. I've got enough energy for now. Quite a lot of energy, in fact. So there we go. We got another first contact mission in. And it says we can now use territorial reparations casus belli against the Akamarian clans.
We have surveyed a new
and I'm gonna pause it for a minute because there's a whole lot going on here. I feel like I'm short on alloys and I have a ton of power. We also have a lot of deuterium. I haven't trained a lot more fleets, which would be nice. We have another first contact scenario out there, but one of our envoys is finally free, so I actually want to send that over to the Romulans. I've been way behind. I need to make a little bit more inroads with the other factions, because I don't want them to declare war on me. So I'm going to do a little bit of diplomacy. And we're going to improve relations, and we're going to send our envoy to do that. And see what we can accomplish. And if we improve the relations enough, we might be able to open up an embassy. So we shall see what happens next with the Romulans. We finished the construction at Wolf 359. Speaking of Wolf 359, I need to designate it as a planet type. So if I look at this planet, there's a lot of industrial districts here. There's a lot of culture districts. A lot of city districts, so we need to pick a planet type, and these are the different planet types. Like a bureaucratic world, it says we'll decide on a new description. Administrative capacity from supervising officials increased by 8. So we could make it a bureaucratic world. We could use that so we could continue to expand the Federation. I already have an agrarian world, I have a forge world, I have a mining world, I have an energy world, so I've tried a bunch of these, so I'm gonna go with bureaucratic. I mean, that sounds like an awful world to live on, and I'm gonna turn on this automation here, which I believe is supposed to like help it develop in the right direction without me having to keep an eye on it. I could be wrong. And I'm not 100% confident that I know the best way to determine what types of world it should be, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that and keep trying to learn. I keep getting this here that says there's a silent alarm triggered. I don't know what that is. I haven't been able to figure it out.
Jolan True.
Maybe there's like a scout ship or something doing something. Why did that pop up there? Okay. Alright, let's hit play. I'm just going to dismiss these. And I'm going to head back out here. Alright. Niall says that they should add the Tribble Empire. We definitely need some Tribbles. Where was this guy? He looks familiar. Recruit Luther Sloan. What was he in? Like which episode, movie? I'm trying to remember. I do have Spock. I don't know where he's at, or like what to do with him at the moment. Troachess wants to know from the live stream whether we are doing regular, like naive TNG style, or if we're going to be like Section 31 evil Starfleet. I mean, now given the opportunity, I would definitely take the evil Section 31 road. But, you know... Okay, Sloan is the Section 31 chief. Ah, there we go. Was he the one that was employing Malcolm on the whole Enterprise thing? Am I thinking the right one? Like he was the one that employed Malcolm, like a different time zone or time period, but it looks like they have him in the game here. Let's recruit him now. Speaking of, I wonder how we use some of those folks. The leaders. If I go to the leaders. Okay, so he's a spy that we can use here. Sweet. It said I had Spock, but oh, here he is. So Spock is an available scientist. Ah, we gotta get Spock out here. I already have all these science ships. Man, we gotta put Spock to work on something. Alright, let's see. If I take... Wish I could stick Spock on the Enterprise, that'd be sweet. Let's take a look at a few things here real quick. So, I believe the Enterprise is completed with its survey. It is. Let me go back to my mission log and kind of remind... Or sorry, the mission tree. Alright, we have 3 of 5 systems surveyed with the Enterprise. We'll need to pick the next one, so let's head out on the next survey. And then I have science ships that are... We could change the leader, I think. Here, let's throw Spock on this science ship. Here's Spock. Put him to work surveying. Alright. Keep my science ship surveying. Enterprise is surveying. I meant to go in here too and take a look at my shipyards. This is Space Dock 1 here. And open ship designs. We can build Intrepid class here. Which was, I believe, the class that Voyager was. FTL capacity, yes. Officers, power, build, shield. I wish, like, where does it... I wish it would tell me a little bit more about it. Like, can it... like, for instance, we have science ships, construction ships, colony ships.
We have surveyed a new star system.
Like, the Enterprise, for instance, can survey. The Intrepid, I think, was an explorer ship, so can it survey? You know, I don't know. And I would like to know. So... I wish I knew where to find a little bit more info about this. And I don't know where to look. Like, I don't know if there's like an encyclopedia or what. I've been trying to find it, but I still haven't necessarily found something that I've been able to get to. But, I mean, I'm going to build an Intrepid just because we can. It doesn't... If I'm taking a look at the starbase itself, we got to have advanced starbase construction to be able to upgrade it. And we have buildings here, which is a star dock. We've got a shipyard. It's trade routes. Let's go ahead and build an Intrepid. We've got plenty of materials to do it. I actually don't have a lot of officers to do it with right now. We have no officers extra at the moment, which could be problematic. I could disband a few of these Miranda class. Yeah, because we've got a lot of officers on each of these Miranda. Now you can upgrade these too. But I may just disband some of these. Transfer ships, where was it at? Fleet stance, home base. Reinforce, I saw it earlier, there's like a fleet manager maybe. Yeah, fleet manager. First fleet. Ship design. Fleet. Delete composition. I'm trying to remember how to disband a single ship. I might have to... I know I can send them to a new fleet. The fleet manager has been confusing for me so far. Decrease the number of ships of this design to be used in the fleet. Okay, but that's not what I want necessarily. Disband these ships. Reinforce fleet. Disband. I don't want to disband the entire fleet. See, we have 7 Miranda vessels in the fleet. It says auto best 5. I've got 7 of 5. I do not know how to get to like disbanding single like one-off ships. It is driving me crazy. Some of these things have been hard for me to figure out because I'm not familiar with the game, and I'm just not seeing it. So like here's an individual ship, for instance. Prioritize officers. It doesn't appear to be anything. Ship details. Can you change the name? Oh, yes, we can. That's cool. We'll be renaming some ships then. Upgrade fleet. I guess I could send this one off to a new fleet and then try and disband that fleet. I mean, I'll try that. I'm going to send a couple of them to a new fleet. And then that means I've now got the 5th fleet here. Oh, it sent her ship with it? That's kind of stupid. This is irritating me. You know what? I'm just going to disband all these Mirandas. We'll replace them with the Intrepid class. Going to be a better ship anyway, probably. So let's go ahead and just disband this fleet. All right. Thank you, everybody who's been joining in. Appreciate it for all of you, those who are here live. I am trying to bungle my way through a new game here. Set space dock as home base. Can we move here? Let's hit play. Alright, so we are building some Intrepid class ships. We'll check that out when we get there. I don't know if there'll be explorers like the Enterprise is as well. That'd be cool if it was. Enterprise is still busy. We got a science ship. Pre-warp civilizations. Alright, so we established communication with another first contact here. Hyperion autocracy, however you say that. Hyperion? They've used their own. Alright, so on screen it says, I speak for the sovereign, whatever that is, and our current leader. I won't take too much of your time. Suffice to say, there's no job Hyperion can't accomplish, nor enemy we can't easily target. Alright, we'll just say we're pleased to meet you. Alright, and they've got their own little... They're a minor power, essentially, that we've dealt with there. Alright, so we got another science ship that's free to continue to survey systems. So my science ships are busy. We finally got our... Whoa! Our administration went way up. So we can actually expand now. Silent... Oh boy. Alright. Oh boy. Remember that whole colony at Wolf 359 probably being a bad idea? It says, despite our numerous requests for a status update, our colony at Wolf 359, we've been met by silence. Our outpost has been unresponsive for a suspiciously long period of time. Uh-oh. It appears that at least part of the planet has been devastated. This is not good.
Mission log updated.
Oh boy. Alright, it says we have to have a science ship in orbit and a scientist present. Should we send Spock? I think we should send Spock. Alright, Spock. Alright, Spock's on the way. Some people are saying, is it just a Stellaris reskin? They're asking me. I don't know. I've never played Stellaris. So I have... Okay, yeah, I've never played Stellaris. So I don't know whether it's just a $30 mod of it or not. Like, I've heard some people say that. I mean, I have no idea how to speak to it because I've never played Stellaris and I don't play a lot of Paradox games, so for me, $30 is a cool deal because that's half the price of a new game, and I am glad to not have to pay full price for a game. So, I don't know. But yeah, I have no idea. Like, I'm not familiar enough with Paradox to be able to speak to that.
A new star system.
If that makes any sense. So, alright, our fleet with the Mirandas, and this is our 6th fleet. We got an Intrepid class ship here. Our officer amount is under operative capacity. We need 140 officers. Well, I just disbanded those ships. Did we just like flat out lose the officers? What the heck? Really? Like you disband a ship and the officers just like retire? I don't get it. So, yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Our Intrepid class ship here doesn't have any officers. I'm gonna merge it with the 5th fleet. I'm gonna pause it real quick and head to my fleet manager. And then let's take... I need to... How does it merge? Dang it, how did I do it earlier? Disband fleet. I think I had to select the 2 fleets. Wait just a second, I'm gonna remember. Yeah, that's right, I think I had to hit the shift key to select them both, and then we were able to click this button to merge them. That's what it was, okay. And now, I should be able to reallocate officers, right? Fleet size, military power, hull points. Okay, officers, yeah. So we're at 222 of 360, so we need more officers. Now I should be able to hopefully head back into the fleet manager. And then as we take a look... Where did I get that view? Where it allowed me to look at the officers. What's the 1st fleet here? Oh, that's my Beta Z fleet. Got the Intrepid. Sorry, I'm still learning. You gotta give me a minute to catch up here. Where was that button? We just saw it a minute ago. This, right here. Alright, prioritize officers. So I'm gonna try and prioritize officers for the fleet ships. This fleet is being prioritized when distributing officers. Okay, so I'm going to try and get officers into that fleet. And let's... God, I think I need to build like another Starfleet Academy somewhere to see if we can produce more officers, because we are like way behind on officers. So I feel like that's a problem. Let's go see if we can find a colony that has an open building slot. So like here's Andoria. It has plenty of open building slots. And can we build an academy here? I think we can. I've seen it before. We need minerals. Yeah, it looks like a crap load of minerals to build. That's fine though. We can go to the market here, and we can sell off some of our energy. So we're going to. We can buy minerals right there. So I'm going to buy a big chunk of minerals. And that'll be fine for there. So now I can get back on Andoria. And we can build Starfleet Academy here, which says Starfleet officers produce officers, spawn defensive armies, produce administrative capacity. So let's see if we can build that here. Alright, there we go. So... yeah, I knew some people would certainly ask me about this versus Stellaris, and I wish I could tell you something, but I can't. I don't know it. I do think it's, like, I like the background music in the game so far. It's been good. I hate the fact that, I know why they didn't put, like, actual Star Trek music in it, and it's because it all would have been, under, what do you call it, copyright? And of course, then if they did put the Star Trek music in here, I'd start getting copyright hits on my videos and stuff like that. So I do appreciate that they didn't do that, but it also kind of sucks that YouTube and other people let Hollywood get away with those kind of shenanigans, like that me streaming a game where the company paid you for the rights to the music, but you coming to me and trying to say, no, your video belongs to us because our music was in the background. Like, that is nonsense, and America needs to change whatever laws allow that to happen. That is stupid. And then if someone says, well, it's their music, they have the right, okay, then do like what they did here with Paradox, just don't get the rights to their music and leave it out. Like, if they want to be a curmudgeon about it, then just don't use their crap.
Has passed testing protocols.
So I'm a huge fan of that. Reveals all warp highway news. Survey speed improvement would be good. Administration hall would be cool. Alright, so I got some more research going. So yeah, I think the copyright stuff on YouTube is an absolute crapshoot. And I hate it. I hate it. Alright, so Spock has arrived at Wolf 359. Let's find out whether or not I'm about to get assimilated by the Borg. Alright, Spock. Proceed with caution, sir. Alright, so here we go. Spock is headed into orbit. He's only on an Oberth-class ship, is what the science vessel looks like to me, so this would be great if you turn up a Borg cube with an Oberth-class ship, so that'll be entertaining. Alright. Tell us what's going on here.
We have surveyed a new star system.
Mission available. Oh, sweet! We can unlock this thing with data, positronic computation. So now we get faster anomaly research, better anomaly discovery chance, and then our research speed is higher as a whole. So we've gotten that one. So we're going to accept that. Bulletin. So mystery is only a mystery as long as it remains uninvestigated. Very, very true words, Commander. All right, so outstanding.
Federation News Bulletin.
Alright, so we finished the mission for data. What else do we got here? Researched anomalies by the Enterprise. So we need to research anomalies with the Enterprise? I haven't found any yet with the Enterprise. Let's check this one out here. So beaming down to the surface of Wolf 359 Prime revealed a completely dead world. Oh, great. It's the Crystalline Entity. It's not the Borg. That crystalline entity is after us. Where's Data? We need his help. Wasn't this all related to Data too? It says lifeless vegetation, no insects, no fertile soil. Even bacteria was found, yet a topographical analysis shows that this planet was once farmland and greenway. Our officers also found artificial terrain built in order to conceal an underground bunker. Unfortunately, investigations did not lead to the discovery of any survivors. Only research facilities and laboratories, the walls of which were adorned with multiple drawings of a large entity shaped like jagged ice crystal, collected the research logs, archives, and bunker drawings for investigations. What could kill everything on an entire planet? Uh-oh. I got a feeling I'm in trouble here, folks. I got a feeling I'm in trouble. Alright, so we have to do diplomatic missions with the Enterprise to unlock this Troy stuff. And then I have to do anomaly research with the Enterprise to unlock the LaForge stuff. We have to get into battles with the Enterprise to unlock war stuff. Now that's interesting. I don't even really know how to get into battles at the moment. And then with Crusher, we have to survey system hazards with the Enterprise. Okay. One more first contact, by the way, and we're going to unlock this one here. So, and I think we have some first contacts available. Let's go check that out. I can probably go build a new starbase too and start expanding a little bit more into another sector because we've gotten our whole administration thing well under control, at least for the moment. So where was that other first contact at? Right here. Let's assign our envoy here. And if anybody has played this game who's watching right now, do you know how I can get more envoys, or can you? I've only got 2, and it seems like it'd be useful to have more. So I haven't been able to figure it out. I looked around, wasn't able to find anything. Alright, so we got our first contact thing going to get the next mission. I'm getting a request in my live chat for anybody watching this later from Brian, who says, please put Picard in a Speedo and send him to Ryza. Listen, if it would let me, I would. And Ryza's here. But there is no Picard in a Speedo option, unfortunately. I feel like we've been robbed. So, in any case, here we go. So after cross-referencing our databases and studying the bunker drawings, our computers were able to construct the image of a great crystalline entity which feeds on energy. Reports on this entity describe it as an instability, ravenous for the life force of living forms, capable of stripping all life on an entire world. It leaves behind only a high number of antiprotons and vitreous filaments. Okay, there's a lot of science speaking here, nerds. Its destructive force bypasses all defenses, barring structures aligned with kelbonite and fistrium. Sure. It appears that that's the plot armor, those two, right? That's what plot armor is made of, kelbonite and fistrium. It appears that it is not the first time we have encountered a world devastated by this entity, luring it to us by producing an appealing amount of energy and then stopping it. It's the only chance to avoid future devastation. It says release a powerful energy beam, or we say not worth the risk. Alright, let's do the energy beam here. See what happens next. I'll probably get destroyed by the entity. I'm expecting the worst. I'm gonna build a starbase out here because I've got the influence to do it, and we've got the administration potentially too. There's not a colonizable planet there, but if we learn terraforming, I believe that I can do that. Let's see here. There's some good resources here too, by the way. Energy, minerals, and alloys. Certainly be nice to have. Speaking of, we are still insanely short on officers. Where did I build that academy? Was it at Andor? Would it show me? Our science ship here is done, so I can send Spock back out on another survey mission. And the Enterprise, where is she? Enterprise has found the highway notes. The Enterprise is done. I think we're done with the surveying missions in the Enterprise, but it says we need to investigate anomalies. And I'm not quite sure how else to find anomalies other than by surveying. So I love Star Trek, so I'm willing to give probably pretty much anything Star Trek a chance here. So
We have surveyed a new star system.
alright, so we finished surveying. But we are like surveying like crazy right now. Oh, our scientist kicked the bucket, I think, but I think we have one available. Oh, data! We can stick data on a science ship? Can I not stick him on the Enterprise? Uh-oh. I mean, this looks like Borg stuff to me. Says various travelers have reported sightings of a gigantic cubic structure moving through space. Oh, no. Says similar to the one we encountered many years ago. It's still unclear whether this is simply an artificial structure or something more sinister. Tracking it down would require the completion of a delicate structural integrity scan project. Perhaps it is time. This time we'll find more than just wreckage. So track it in the log. Issue special project alloy structure, or you can say make this investigation our top priority. Begins the mysterious structure event chain. I don't want to begin the chain. I guess we have to, though. Ooh.
Mission log updated.
Bones says to join the Borg. Honestly, that might be our best bet. Like, we should just embrace our Borg overlords. I mean, what's a few nanites under your skin, right? We'll be fine.
We have lost a true Federation hero.
Nothing to worry about. I've reported some strange readings from the Ardana system star. Dang, I want the Enterprise. Just kidding. Good. Where's the Ardana
Construction
system?
finished on schedule.
I thought I said track it on the map, right? Alright, we finished construction. I mean, the construction at Andoria is done? No, okay, it's still going. Where was that message at? And then, like, how do I get back to those messages? Mission log. Odd flares. Okay, track on map. There we go. Alright, so track on map. Okay, there is the odd flare. Maybe we, let's see what we need to research it. Can the Enterprise research it? Does it have to be a science? I didn't see a thing that says you...
The anomalies screen shows anomalies we have discovered, but have yet to fully research.
Looks like we had sent Spock. Alright, that's appropriate. I was just wondering if it counted as an anomaly, so if it did, I wanted to research with the Enterprise because that's part of a mission profile that I have going on for the Enterprise right now. Alright, so I've got Spock's ship en route. At least I thought I did. Yeah, alright, Spock's ship is en route. And then we have another science ship. It's not busy at the moment. Alright, shoot them across there and go do some surveying. And we really need that academy finished because we are starving for officers right now. And I might build more academies if I get the chance. Does that mean my colony got destroyed here? Like all the population? No, it looks like it's still here. Oh, you can upgrade the buildings once you do the right research. Cool. Upgrade building. Yeah, so like we can upgrade that to... Okay, cool. I guess we can't upgrade this one for some reason. I wish I could figure out why. Maybe we just don't have the right requirements. Yeah, usually when you don't have the right requirements, it tells you, though. Upgrade the housing quarter, stuff like that. But I have the planet on automation. Oh, the planet did get devastated. Oops. Yeah. A little bit of planetary devastation going on. I guess they don't like being absorbed by a crystalline entity. I don't really know what their problem is. Like, people need to get over it. I mean, good grief. It's just a little bit of death. See people in the chat complaining about Cox. Is Cox doing weird stuff? Because my stream looks fine over here to me. It may just be YouTube. Like, I haven't seen any frames dropping or anything. Oh, sweet, a Shut Up Wesley event. We all love it when Picard told Wesley to shut up, so here we go. Starfleet headquarters received a hailing transmission from an ensign Wesley Crusher of the USS Enterprise. The ensign reports to have landed on classified information that could be considered a matter of national security. He's reaching out directly to Starfleet as the crew of the Enterprise have requested him to shut up Wesley, dismissing his concerns. Despite the crew's stance, our database proves the ensign to be somewhat of a prodigy with a reliable track record. It says the stream stopped quite a few times. That's definitely strange. I mean, it looks like maybe we've dropped a few frames here and there, but not a lot. So, I don't know, there could be a little bit of stuff going on. So we can hear out the ensign. I mean, alright, so what do you all think? Do we tell him to shut up? Or do we hear him out? I'm trying to think. I mean, I would like to hear him out, but I know that a lot of people are probably just going to want to shut him up, but I'm going to go with hear him out. We'll see what Wesley has to say, and then we'll determine whether or not he's ever allowed to speak again. Alright, so here it says, upon welcoming Wesley Crusher from the USS Enterprise at Starbase headquarters, our officials were given a set of classified files that details an upcoming Maquis attack. The ensign reports to have found the files during a field mission stored on the central computer of a Bazoran ship. Starfleet intelligence confirmed the legitimacy of the information. They have thanked Ensign Crusher and requested the crew of the Enterprise to issue a formal apology. Oh, see, everybody told him to shut up, and now he's in trouble. It says it appears the first time Crusher has been dismissed due to his age or rank. We can recommend him for a promotion, or we can warn the Enterprise. We'll do the promotion route. Hollow Life, thanks for the donation. He donated here live, and he's asking me, can we get a DEI campaign? It's been 8 years. I don't know, I haven't seen the DEI mod in a long time, but I wouldn't count anything out. So yes, we might get a DEI campaign. I'm thinking about what I want to do right now. What's happening? It says costly and time-consuming efforts need to be made in order to research what's happening to the Romulus sun. Are we allowed to fly to Romulus? It doesn't seem like it'd be a thing. Anyway, we'll see what's going on there. But does that mean we're about to have to fight the Scimitar as well? But yeah, thanks, HoloLife. Like I said, I don't know exactly whether we'll have one or not, but we could. And I appreciate you being a long-time viewer, and I appreciate the enthusiasm. I haven't looked at the DEI mod in a long time, though I am certainly open to the idea. All right, new contact. Yeah, thank you, appreciate you. All right, what does this one say? So we've got Elarians, storytellers. The universe tells many secrets, and we listen. There are always knowledge to be found. Forgive our manners. Please make yourself comfortable and have a drink. So, request tutelage. Yeah, sure, why not? This is how fascinating you are wise enough to understand that knowledge exists outside academic books and formulas. Now that's interesting. This is only the first step to quite a long journey. There are many paths that one can follow. Some will be straightforward, some will meander, and some will... okay, we can assist. I spend an absolute crap load of energy. Tutelage, so our monthly research goes up by 15%. Try something else. Let's see what something else does here. Okay, it just comes back into the same thing, okay. You know what, why not? Sure. Have some fun. No, Baron, it's not a Stellaris mod. It is actually a new game, though some people have mentioned that they feel like it looks like a Stellaris mod. Alright, so the Enterprise is still surveying. What happened to Spock's ship? Wait. Why do I have so many science ships? Alright.
Research modeled. We have surveyed a new star system.
What is going on here? I got Data's ship here.
We have lost a true Federation hero.
Let's see. Leader is retiring. I wish them well. Alright, hold on just a second. What the heck is going on here? What happened to Spock's ship? Did he die? I mean, he's a Vulcan. He should have lived a long time, right? No, he's still here. Says he's in a research mission? This is his ship. Okay, so he's moving. Yeah, it looks like he's moving. Alright, so let's, I guess, send Data out on another survey mission.
We have surveyed a new star system.
There we go, and I think the Enterprise just finished a survey as well. I really need to find anomalies. Fenris is asking whether or not you can play as the Federation, or just the Federation. No, you can play as the 4 that you see here right now. There's 4 playable factions: Klingons, Romulans, Cardassians, and the Federation. Each one has a slightly different playstyle. I'm not super familiar with each one. The Federation, though, is very diplomatically and scientifically focused. So that is kind of their specialty. Is they're very good at research and science and all that kind of stuff. It says, relation established with the circle of listeners? She looks like she's dressed kind of like Guinan. Is this hers? I don't know. We finished a first contact. The Kardashians. Yes, you can play as the Kardashians. Alright, so... what happened in the officer world? Okay, we're getting plus 21 officers, but we're still not storing any, which means that we have, like, no extra pool of officers. I feel like we need officers like something fierce. We at least have our ships staffed up at the moment. I might go ahead and make another Intrepid class ship though while we're at it and see what happens, like see if we can keep staffing them. Alright, so I got another Intrepid class on the way. I'm gonna need something inevitably when the Borg show up, so... Alright. Didn't we build a starbase somewhere? Yeah, right here. Let's get this construction ship busy. Build mining stations. And And we can probably go ahead. Where's my other construction ship? Let's grab that. Construction ship. Is there any, like, colonizable worlds that we've run onto out here?
We have lost a true Federation hero.
It always says that like we've lost a hero, but I don't ever see like the message pop up or tell me who it was or whatever. So that one's been a little confusing, I'm being honest. Mode. Ah! Is that a Borg ship? That looks like that looks like a Borg ship. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh boy. Special project. All right, all right. We have to have a military and a science ship in orbit. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Well, the Enterprise is on a survey, and then I've got another Intrepid class. I'll send both of them down there to check it out. Yikes. I was thinking I recognized that symbol. That is that's the Borg. Just a little Borg, you know? Nothing to get fussed over. Nothing to get fussed over, right? Okie doke. How are we doing with the Romulans, by the way? I've been working with them for a while. Let's go back to our contacts. What up, Romulans?
Jolan True.
Busy improving relations with the Romulans. We still can't... Can we get an embassy yet? No. Let's see what they say about a trade agreement. I'm just going to keep working on them. All right. Well, let's head down here to Earth, or sorry, to Sol System. I need to merge these two fleets again. Whoa, I don't know what just happened there. Merge fleets, okay. So we got another Intrepid class, we just need to get it crewed up with officers, so means I've got 2 Intrepids and some Mirandas. Nothing significant. The Enterprise is still on its survey mission. Engage in an economic war with Ferenginar is a suggestion for Brian. That would be fun. And the Ferengi would be a fun faction to add here. You know, you could have all the missions based around like the rules of acquisition and stuff. That would actually be pretty entertaining. I would be down for that. We should probably be researching some phasers since we're
Discovery logged.
about to go chat with the Borg. Oh, we need to assign a scientist here. That's probably who died. This scientist is available. It says our crew uncovered intriguing information on the flares emitted by the Ardarna system's sun. The star seems to be undergoing large-scale magnetic field changes, which has led to production of violent, gigantic solar flares. Preliminary investigation have shown that the intense magnetic fields are able to affect the vessel communication system as well as a range of other technology. Though the ship is running at full capacity, this precarious journey documenting this phenomenon is a priority, so... It says, while exploring the violent solar flares, the Angelo received a distress signal. The transmission came from Captain Tijan, the Sanction, and Amaran freighter. The captain reports losing control of the helm on his way to a neighboring planet. Misplaced magnetic coil, or misaligned coil. Despite the experience in space travel, the vessel has no reserve coils. All attempts at locking on to the sanction with a tractor beam to pull the ship have failed. So we have to choose what we want to do. Waste no time, beam their crew aboard, and we gain unity. Or we leave them alone, and Spock gains... I don't think Spock would leave them alone. So, do the unity one here. And speaking of unity, do we have... mission available? We can complete a mission. Sweet! So our first contact mission is complete. So now we get Envoy, Improve Relations, plus 20%. That is good stuff indeed. We need to build 6 trade annexes and star bases. I haven't been upgrading star bases. I'm gonna have to work on that. Commercial packs. Upgrade. Oh, we can upgrade the Enterprise to a Sovereign class once we get all of the crew. And we can gain Defiant schematics. Ooh, that sounds pretty sweet. Nice. Okay, alright. Okay, so let's see how our attempt at officering up has gone. Ornians and Breckens. It says the security team of the Angelo has acted hastily, beaming the day's crew aboard moments before the crash. Even so, out of the 6 people on the freighter, only 4 were transported in time. Captain John made the peculiar decision to send the ship's cargo over first, costing the lives of 2 crew members. It says both parties have justified the decision to prioritize the cargo, describing it as an invaluable medicine. However, payment for the cargo was destroyed in the crash. They don't want to hand it over for free, so they've confirmed that all of the remaining ships have misaligned coils at the break. It's not yet capable of space travel without the coils. So we can give the medicine and we can gain influence. We can get a ton of research if we ask for time to consider the case. And a lot of research would actually be pretty cool. Let's do that. Research is super helpful. Alright. We can gain unity by telling the Umrans the truth. So essentially, it says in the midst of deliberating, Spock was approached by the ship's senior medical officer. After having conducted a thorough analysis, the medicine was found to be a highly addictive narcotic. Oh, so they were trying to trick him. It wasn't medicine at all. Well, we definitely need to tell him the truth. That's what Spock would do. So we're gonna let him know the truth. We have a ton of food. We need to use that to maybe get some colonies. We can sell it for other stuff too. And it says justice for Ornara. So I guess that they're dismayed about finding out about the purpose of the medicine, which was actually drugs. And as a thank you, they've shared their own research on plagues with us, so we gained additional unity there. And I would imagine we are close to being able to unlock another tradition. Yeah, we are getting fairly close. Extra resources from jobs would be pretty cool, actually. Okay. Troachess in my live chat says that this game needs to have the Cisco punching Q. That we do need that. There's been a ton of references, by the way, to the show, so I mean we might get a Cisco punching Q. And I do like all the references that they pulled in from the show, which is quite fun for those who are familiar with the show, and even if you're not, you know, like it's still not bad. So we've still been prioritizing officers, which is good. We don't have advanced starbase design. Speaking of starbases, we need to upgrade some of these starbases. It takes alloys, and we have plenty of alloys. Alright, so we have upgraded that starbase. Let's head to some of our others. We've got a lot of starbases, I believe. Any system that's part of our controlled territory has a starbase. And I have been forgetting to upgrade them. Imagine that, me forgetting something. Alright, so let's head back out to Looks like I did upgrade that one. I'm gonna do some upgrades here. We have a lot of minerals and upgrades already queued. Oh, I gotta click on the actual star-based upgrade it, my bad. Let's go ahead and hit play, and then I'll keep upgrading some of these. I better not go too crazy with my... In my live chat, Simmons mentions that Wolf 359, where nothing bad has ever happened. That's right, that's why I built a colony there. Like, I mean...
Construction finished on schedule.
No reason to worry. The bioluminescent river-dwelling dolphinoids of Oshima 3 evolved with no fixed biological sex. They are able to choose whether to exhibit male, female, or neither reproductive characteristics, and do so completely of their own volition. The mating rituals of this species show a distinct lack of competition among peers. Violence is a taboo that results in aggressive individuals being permanently expelled from their pods. Researchers on the Sentinel found that pods show powerful communal bonds with constantly rotating roles that include which individuals seek food, navigate, defend others. Pods also schedule significant amounts of play and nap time. All right, well, we found dolphins who have stumbled onto like some kind of Nirvana type situation here, and we gained a lot of research, so there we go. Oh boy, here's the Crystalline Entity. We can destroy it, or we can open communications, which could risk more devastation. I mean, we get a crap load of research by opening. I'm taking the opening the hailing here. It says, after opening hailing frequencies, the life form transmitted a series of high-frequency graviton pulses. It's evident a pattern is slowly emerging from the signals. However, before we were able to decipher the communication, the entity transported itself away. All right, so we might cross it again and actually be able to communicate with it. Pilgrim asks where the Tholians are. That would be pretty cool. All right, Enterprise is still surveying, but once it finishes that, I want to head in and see what we can do. Where's Spock's ship at?
We have
Neutral
surveyed
fleet.
a new star system. We have surveyed a new star system.
Do some more surveys. Alright, and then...
Federation vessels engaging hostile station.
Whoa, what? Hold on a second. What are we talking about here? Engaging a hostile station? Who's engaging a hostile station? Is that the Enterprise? Indeed it is, and he is outmatched. Oh, 53 days until an emergency FT. Oh, great. So do I just get to sit here and watch the Enterprise die? Like, how does combat work here? Like, I mean, can I send reinforcements? No. Can't warp out there. What can I do? Like, this happened before when I ended up in a fight with the Nausicaans by accident. Combat's automated. That sucks. Like, there's nothing I can do. I just have to sit here and watch myself lose. And I can't retreat until like 50 days. Like it takes LaForge 50 days to get us out of here. Like that sucks. I might be able to retreat before they die. We'll see. I'd like to keep the Enterprise alive, if at all possible. What are they fighting, anyway? It looks like the Beta Z ships. I guess that's just, like, generic minor faction ship there. Get him, Picard. Tell Wesley to shut up. Retreat! Alright, there we go. I got the Enterprise out of combat. I don't know where she's headed to at the moment, but...
Research modeled.
Where'd the Enterprise go? Like, dissipate into the ether? Eject Wesley. That's right. They could have shoved Wesley out the airlock. Weak combat status. Where is the Enterprise? Like, whenever I did a retreat, do I have to like wait for it to pop up somewhere?
A new tradition to teach us more about ourselves.
Did it go back to Earth? Like, home base? Like, I'm clicking on it, it's not taking me to it. Alright, here it is. Okay. I guess it was just in the process of traveling or something. Had to travel back into space. Okay. There she is. Alright, the Enterprise is safe. I don't know if it has some damage. Size. Yeah, they fell into the mirror universe. That's where they went to. Where was the Borg at, by the way? It's out here. Can I even send reinforcements out there? Let's go survey that system, by the way. And then if I do want to send the Enterprise, I can get reinforcements out there. I'm going to move our fleet out there to reinforce Enterprise. Alright, hull is full. Looks like shields are full. Officers. Alright, yeah, we're good. So the Enterprise managed to get away before it lost its shields. Did that Borg mission just disappear? Or is it still there? It's gone, I think. Really? I think the Borg mission just disappeared. Because it was here, right? Crap.
Research modeled.
Unless it just stopped tracking it on the map, maybe? I don't know, let's take a look. Mission log. Track on map. Okay, there it is. Let's move there. And then I want the Enterprise to move here. Alright, I'm moving some ships in. Alright, we got multiple ships inbound to check out this Borg situation. Get some new cultural celebration, courts of judgment. And a lithium recrystallization reactor.
Construction finished on schedule.
I'm gonna research these cheaper ones first, just so we get more of them done.
Construction finished on schedule.
Alright, here we go. We've got multiple ships converging. And then our star bases all just went through the upgrades there. Here comes the Enterprise. Alright, Locutus. Alright, we're researching. This should be interesting. I gotta turn on the fan here real quick, hold on.
Research modeled.
Alright, peace offer. So the Cardassian Union made peace with the Romulans. Alright, here we go. It says our sensors have detected vital signs within the menacing cubic structure and its accompanying scout ship. Our chief engineer warns the structure is likely an alien vessel, the one that attacked our missing in action ship in the past. We've attempted to re-establish communication, yet it seems that the only static subspace transmission played back on a loop is resistance is futile. Our security officers remain wary, but our head researcher has made a convincing argument. Investigating such structure is an unmissable opportunity to learn and explore. Who knows what we might find. So we can beam aboard and gain an absolute crap ton of research. We can beam aboard in full force and get some influence. We can beam aboard and contact them peacefully to get a crap load of unity. Or we can beam aboard and steal samples, essentially, and get a lot of alloys. I mean, man, I really like research. So, I guess we're just gonna beam aboard, like straight up Federation style, suit up Ensign Ricky in the red shirt, and without thinking, just send him straight over there on his very first episode. Alright. It says it's now clear that the structure we have beamed aboard is an alien vessel. Glancing around, our crew has been met with an unfamiliar and unsettling sight. The ship contains no specific bridge or living quarters, instead housing an endless, uncountable multitude of cybernetic humanoids, all connected to the vessel by way of a complex conduits. Our crew has also noted that the singular scout ship has initiated a departure sequence. The cybernetic humanoids seem to be in a state of artificial slumber, using stasis pods similar to those we found in the wreckage we uncovered many years ago. Spectrographic analysis indicate that the structure will be dormant for some time to come. Alright, we can follow the scout ship, get a little bit, or we can risk staying with the larger one and get a whole lot more research, and I'm going to take the risk here and just see what happens. I mean, we got the Enterprise. The Enterprise is like, they got plot armor against the Borg, right?
Has passed testing protocols.
We have like anti-Borg plot armor. Okay, here we go. We shall see what goes down with the Borg, folks. Alright, our envoys are still busy. What are they busy with, by the way? Let's... First contact with the new civilization at Malcor. Where the heck is that at? Okay, here. Alright, let's... People came first. They must prove themselves. Alright, they must prove themselves. We picked up some energy. Go anti-Borg, the Borg now, with your Picard and Spock all over them. Yeah, I mean, between Spock and Picard, it should be good. And if we could just get Dr. Phlox too, didn't he figure out a way to, like, stop the nanites or something? Alright, our spy mission was a success. Our agent successfully infiltrated the starbase belonging to the Klingons. We will add the findings. Alright, carry on. Let's actually send our spy ship over into Romulan space. Mess around a little bit. I think I've kind of gone to the edge of the map over there. Let's head on another survey mission. We got a science ship here. Keep it there for now.
We
okay.
have surveyed a new star system.
Couple new surveys started. I haven't managed any of my colonies in a long time. They're supposed to be automated. How do you tell, like... It'd be nice if there was some kind of report that kind of lets you know what the automation has been doing. Whether it's been effective. I mean, all that stuff would be kind of cool. Planets still confuse me. I'm gonna have to go study up on the planets and like see if someone's got a good video like explaining kind of what more to do there. We have star bases we still need to continue to upgrade here as well. Alright, there's another group of star bases that we'll upgrade. I'm hoping that as we upgrade the star bases, we'll be able to obviously be able to get more features and then hopefully be able to unlock new ship classes and stuff like that too. I'm assuming that's probably how it works. I don't know for certain. I'm tempted to go back in here and like go beat up on these guys again with this whole fleet, but we got this whole Borg thing going down right now.
We have surveyed a new star system.
Finished a survey. Awesome. Okay. What do we got going on? Construction ships. Speaking of, this is our newest colony here. Did we get everything built? It looks like we did. We've got a lot of influence. We've got a lot of food. I'd love to be able to throw down another colony, but I don't see one that we could easily colonize. I don't have terraforming yet. This looks like the ship from Enterprise here. Like the one that was harvesting the bodily fluids or whatever, and then Archer and them had to get the phasers installed. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know if that actually is, but it says our growing commerce between the stars has come at an unexpected cost. Pirates have raided our trade vessels. Witnesses report these interstellar pirates are a collection of anarchists, career criminals. The interstellar pirates are targeting our deuterium through prisoners, though prisoners' lives were spared. Many from the raided vessels were offered to join the pirates if they swear an oath of allegiance. Alarming development indeed. If you all have played this game, if you're watching this afterwards or in the chat now, let me know. I'm curious. I know it's not like some big AAA blockbuster. Well, the Klingons are expanding. We better match that expanse, hadn't we? We're building a star base. We haven't surveyed here? It's like right in our backyard. Are you kidding me? Where's our science vessel here? Does that one still have to be here for the whole Borg thing? Can't tell. Alright, we got some communications up and running with the Malkorian Republic. So we'll just say pleased to meet you. Alright, so that's the Malkorian Republic. Oh, I'm not so pleased to meet you. I should have said stuff it, uglies. You attacked the Enterprise. Dang jerks. I need to send them like a giant Trojan horse, like packed full of explosives or something. Like, here's a gift from the Federation. Make sure you stick it as close to your capital as possible. And when you hear that, like a ticking inside, you know, don't worry about it. It's all good. Like, nothing to be afraid of. Just embrace it. Is there any resources there? Oh, we haven't surveyed it, so that's why we don't know. Okay. Alright. So I got tabbed out real quick. Gotta tab back into the game. There we go. Alright.
Research model.
Ah! All that tabbing is not making... Oh, crap. My screen's going black every time I click it now. Fantastic. This happens. Hold on just a second. I don't know if there's like an issue with my graphics card or like a graphics card driver or something, but sometimes my screen will start like turning black whenever I'm using like the multiple monitors and stuff. Give me just a second. Getting a few things reshifted here because I had to unplug one of my monitors. That's usually what helps. Okay, there we go. What's going on with the whole Borg thing, by the way? Is that still a thing? Are we like still researching? How do I track the progress on that?
We have surveyed a new star system.
Mission log, mysterious structure. Yeah, I mean, so it's still going, but like, where does it show me? Oh,
Research
cool.
modeled.
Check it out, we can see the Intrepid class vessels there with the Enterprise too. I guess we're still working on it. I don't know.
New technology has passed testing protocols. Construction finished on schedule.
Advanced starbase construction. Okay, we need that one. We're gonna do further upgrades. And this one will increase our research speed. So we'll do that one.
Construction finished on schedule.
Alright, we finished a lot of starbase upgrades. There are probably more. I'd like to continue upgrading those starbases. Oh, look, we're actually piling up an officer pool. Sweet. Here's our starbase. It's already a tier 2 starbase, so we can't upgrade that one. Alright, I'm looking to upgrade all my star bases. And I think we have very nearly succeeded at that. Alright. No, one more here. Oh no, it's already in the queue. Alright, perfect. Alright. There we go. I think we got our star bases all upgrading. There's something I'm supposed to do next with the Borg. I don't know what it is. I thought it said it was researching. I don't even know what I'm doing here right now. What does it show? Does it show this ship is... Yeah, I mean, it shows it is basically just sitting still right now, which is useless. I'm going to send it out here in a survey mission. I'll keep the Enterprise there, I guess. Maybe we don't have to. Like when I look at that mission log, it says mysterious structure. Scan the mysterious alloy structure. It says we did it. Found an anomaly with data. I need to be finding anomalies with the Enterprise. I'm gonna send the Enterprise out on a survey. Alright, we're still surveying this solar system, then I'm gonna try and take it. Said if it's not showing in a progress bar, it probably means nothing is happening. Okay, well, hopefully that's the case. It says, at first, that Bet Amaron could not find any evidence of flora. Okay, so this is the stuff Data was working on, I think. It says, during our 2-day survey mission, several of our researchers reported feeling watched. Observation equipment was sabotaged. Head of security realized the crew surrounding remained unchanged. Structural analysis, the rock formations revealed them to be suspicious species of well-disguised flowers. It seems they have been following us since we landed on Rularia 2. Interesting. Alright, so Data's investigating some strange flowers that appear to be watching us. Now, I might suggest, if it weren't Data, that if they feel like the flowers are watching them, that perhaps they've had a little too much to drink. Need to stay out of 10 forward, but, you know, I don't know. Data, I don't know if he's capable of being drunk. So, we're gonna have to leave that one up to question. I think we can build a colony here. Oh yeah, we can. I hadn't noticed this. We can colonize here. Let's build a colony. We can make a Betazoid colony, an Andorian colony. So they have a leader minus cap and a leader experience gain cap. The Beta Zeds cost more food. Earth, they require more energy credit upkeep. Tellarites. Looks like their army and worker resource output isn't as good. Alright, so World of Eclipses. Alright, so we found another anomaly there with Data. We can have a Vulcan colony, which they have a slow growth speed, but get extra research and extra leader life. Yeah, let's do a Vulcan colony. We'll call this, call the colony New Carthage. Why not? Alright, so we're gonna go colonize it. And here comes my starbase completion spam. Should be right on cue. I think we forgot to go use, yeah, our Unity. We have a whole bunch of Unity. Let's go to the traditions. This one here gives us extra production from jobs. Let's do that.
Accepted.
Defense tradition, soldier jobs provide unity, army cost, army upkeep, daily shield regen increases, starbase hull points plus 50% would be pretty cool. And there's conquest, which seems like a weird one for the Federation. Commerce, specialists provide more trade value. Colonies on planets start with a district of your choice. Okay, let me see. Eternal Eclipse. Says the rock strategy on this barren world reveal it was once a water planet before its oceans evaporated. Towering mountains hold some of the richest mineral veins we've ever seen. Incomprehensible glyphs carved in the side of these mountains. Time smooth, vague with age. Find no sign of who carved them. Ooh, what is this? So we pick up 50 gravitons? Or if we dig, it makes it have more money. I don't have any gravitons. I don't know what they're used for yet, but I'm gonna grab some because it's a pretty rare resource. Get tetrions, gravitons, and probably graviolis. Oh wait, no, nanites. Okay. All right.
Finished on schedule. Construction finished on schedule.
Alright, so all of our advanced star bases are finishing up. Enterprise is out running another survey mission. Hopefully they'll run into anomalies because that's one of my missions. The other thing I don't know, and I'm going to have to go learn, is when I go look at the mission tree for the Enterprise.
Construction finished on schedule.
We need to research anomalies. I think we find those by exploring, if I remember right.
Construction finished
and
on
then
schedule.
This diplomatic missions by the Enterprise. I don't know how they do diplomatic missions. I have to go look into that. And then
Construction finished
battles.
on schedule.
We were just in a battle, but I wouldn't call it successful.
Construction finished on schedule.
Systems and hazards surveyed by the Enterprise. Again, I don't know how we're going to stumble upon all these, but it would be cool to do so. I might have to go do a little bit of research, see if anybody has finished all of those. But alright, starbase upgrades complete. Our officer pool is piling up quite nicely, actually, now. I may send my fleet here back to Earth. Or actually, I wonder if you have to send them to Earth, or can we, like, do a... I'm trying to remember how we see what the size of the fleet is. Safest
We
path,
have
fleet
surveyed a new
stance.
star system.
This fleet's already at full strength, okay. Can the Enterprise reinforce its fleet? Oh, it says fleet's at full strength. Can you, like, add ships to the fleet? Automatic surveying. Safest path, fleet stance, passive. Manager, disband. I wonder if I can add ships, like, into the Enterprise's fleet. Like, if we can stick some Intrepid class ships in with them, that would help. Survey, assist research, order the science ship to aid.
We have surveyed a new star system.
A scientific effort of a planet increasing its research. Research an anomaly. Order the science ship to research an anomaly. I guess if we find an anomaly, we can research it. Alright, I definitely need to do some anomaly research with the Enterprise. Alright, we've got a good bit of minerals. Means we'd probably be building some buildings. Drago, looks like we're still... Alright, here comes our colony ship, by the way. The Legionnaire 2. So we're going to be colonizing at Drago. Should still hopefully be well within our spread. We'll see what happens as we establish that new colony. And then this science ship completed the survey there. That means my construction ship should now be able to build a starbase here. Awesome. Okay, there we go. Wonder how we're doing, like, the path to victory here. Oh yeah, we're owning right now. Oh, forgot about my spy ship. We are in Romulan. My guy's just, like, sitting back here in Romulan territory. He's like, Air, don't forget me.
Anomaly reported.
Claim more space. I am working on it. So as we build the starbase here, we're gonna have some more space. The Federation, our envoys, one of them is free. Do we have any more first contact missions? I believe we do. At the moment. Okay, so, but we could send our envoy, like, maybe here? Let's go to contacts. Because we can integrate some of these minor powers if we work on them long enough. It's like the circle of listeners, diplomacy. These guys don't have anything interesting. Let's go. Where's my contacts at? Go back to contacts. And plans.
How may we serve you?
Yeah, we could work them towards integration, so let's start improving relations. And then if I go take a look at the Romulans, I meant to stay in there actually. How are we working on with the Romulans?
Jolan True.
We have surveyed a new star system.
Whoa, check it out. We get Captain Sisko. Alright, so we have gotten Captain Sisko. I wonder if we can put him on a fleet. Let's go back to Earth.
Construction finished on schedule.
I'm thinking... if I go to leaders... Alright, so... we actually have an extra admiral. We're at 3 of 2. Because we got Cisco here. So let's get Cisco a fleet going. Let's go to open ship designs from the shipyard, and we'll build some. I'll build a couple. Let's build like 3 Intrepid class, and let's get Cisco involved with them. Man, when Cisco's here, you know it's getting serious now. Uh-oh, it looks like Bajor got completely overtaken there. Leaked database. As an activist group has leaked a hacked database featuring sensitive data on the Romulan Star Empire's government. Though the leak disappeared quickly, one of our spies secured the data before it was wiped in public channels. The expansive database takes some time to go through. Let's see. We can uncover their spies, which gets us 10 intel on the Romulans. We can uncover illicit trade and gain some alloys. Or we can uncover their military secrets, which is going to help us advance infiltrating their space station. 33% chance of tech progress gained. Let's uncover their military secrets.
Modeled.
Alright, we finished some research, and that was our knowledge repositories. Let's go to new research. Population growth speed. And let's take a look at crime -5. Alright, so we got some more research started. How's our new fleet coming along? Alright, our first new Intrepid class ship of the 6th fleet is up, and we will put Cisco in charge. So Cisco is in charge of an Intrepid class vessel. The question is, what do we name Cisco's vessel? I feel like we need to name some of these ships. I mean, he did punch Q. Didn't he like working at the family restaurant? And then he was also the what do they call it? What was the title the Bajorans gave him? Crap. Righteous indignation. Let's see here. That is a good name for Cisco and his ship. The question is whether I can spell. Cisco, family man, chef, boxer, and prophet. Emissary, that's what it was. Did I spell indignation right? I think I did. Spelling's not exactly my thing. Alright, let's see here. We got another Intrepid class. This one will be the Emissary. It's been a long time since I've watched Deep Space Nine. Don't get me wrong, I like Deep Space Nine, but I mean, mostly I was in it for the Quark episodes. Like, Quark was like the little spice of life. Like, Cisco was cool. I liked his character. Sometimes a little too serious for me. So the Quark episodes were always a nice, aside. But the whole Dominion Wars plotline in Deep Space Nine was really cool, and makes me wish that more Star Trek series had had like a long-running plotline. Enterprise kind of did it in one of its seasons, and it was also fun. Don't get me wrong, like, I like the little onesie-twosie episodes of Star Trek. I think it'd be cool to have some of those two mixed in, but it's always kind of neat having that, like, long plot line, like something bigger, reoccurring characters, you know, stuff like that. would be exciting. So, all right. Voyager needed serialization. Yeah, Voyager had some kind of running plot, obviously, because they were trying to get home. But yeah, it had like a lot of random stuff too. I definitely feel like some of the Star Trek series could have done well with that. Like, not every episode necessarily has to be going towards the main plot. Again, I think like the whole Xindi thing going on the Enterprise series was kind of a good example. Like, some of the episodes were pushing towards the evolution of the Xindi plot, whereas some of those episodes that season were kind of like a reprieve, you know, where the characters had a bit of a reprieve from it. They could do stuff like that, I think, and get a nice mix together. I haven't watched... I watched some of Star Trek Discovery. I kind of liked like the whole alternate universe thing that they did in the first season of it. It was okay. It was a little too over the top for me in terms of art and like action and in your face, and I still can't get over the fact that Star Trek like has F-bombs in it. I think that was a very poor addition to Star Trek. Like, it doesn't fit it. I think we're in a fight. Yeah, one of our science ships is getting attacked, I think. Yeah, out here. Nope. Where's it at? Yeah, apparently we're getting attacked. Attempting to evade them. Angelo's encountered. Yeah, also attempting to evade them. So we're getting attacked out here. So, new species here. Yeah. Pilgrim says that the F-bomb was the Ferengi bombs. I wish, yeah. I didn't feel like all the swearing, and like, it was kind of weird too with Picard. Like, I never could watch it because Next Generation was always like really thoughtful and intelligent and like well put together, and then Picard was like really dark, like tons of swearing, and they trying to add in a lot of violence and stuff just to get your team. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm okay with more action in the Star Trek stuff. Sometimes Star Trek needed a little more action, so I'm not saying it didn't need some, but to me it wasn't Star Trek. It was like something totally different that wasn't very good for me. I mean, if you enjoyed it, that's great. I hope you did. But yeah, I've had a hard time enjoying the new Star Treks because I feel like they just can't quite get the balance right. And Simmons mentions, hey, you should watch Lower Decks. I did watch a few of them, and I'm kind of mixed on Lower Decks. Like, every episode seems like an attempt to cram in as many, like, Easter egg fan service mentions as they can, and, like, as fast as they can. And sometimes that's kind of funny, and other times it's kind of annoying. And then, like, again, sometimes the characters to me kind of come off as funny and quirky, and other times it's just like they're so over-the-top stereotyped that it's irritating. So, I don't know. I'm torn. Like, I'm kind of... like, Lower Decks is a little bit hit and miss for me. I understand it's a lighter show, and it's supposed to kind of be lighter, and that's fine. Like, I'm not holding that against it, but I don't know. It's a little hit and miss for me. Like, sometimes, like I said, the characters feel like a cheese grater in my face, and then other times it's kind of funny. Discovery started off kind of a little bit okay, and then I just ended up hating it. And Picard, I watched like a tiny bit of it and just couldn't take it because it just didn't fit. And then that has made me not even look at Strange New Worlds, so I have no idea what to expect with Strange New Worlds. But I feel like Star Trek is suffering the same issues that a lot of modern shows are, which is that it's like writing has just gone straight down the tube. Like, no one can write a story anymore, or even wants to write a story, and so every show now is just obviously a remake of something in the past, and rather than write a good story, they just try to bring back all the characters, throw in some of their famous lines, have references to the shows that the people used to watch, but develop nothing good or new. Rather than, like, for instance, Picard is a good example. Why bring back the whole old cast and do a whole new show with them? I just don't get that. Like, why? Don't do it. Just make a new Star Trek show. Make new characters. Write something good. And then maybe as a little bit of fan service, you bring in some of those old actors to reprise their role in some way in the show. So, like, I don't know. I just disagree with the way that they have taken it. It's kind of like all the Star Wars TV shows. It started off kind of charming and fun with Mandalorian, and now every time they announce a new Star Wars show, I kind of just throw up in my mouth again. So, yeah, I'm a little bit jaded on the new TV series, and anytime they say they want to remake something, I kind of just give up hope at this point. Yeah, the whole nostalgia show thing, like, hey, let's bring something back just for nostalgia's sake, is kind of vomitrocious for me at this point. I don't like it. Ragnar tells me I better calm down, or else they're gonna come after me. They might. And Lord Clint says, amen, you're preaching to the choir. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. And like I said, if you're a person out there and you enjoy these shows I'm talking about, I'm not insulting you. If you enjoy it, I'm glad for you. Like, I'm glad they're making a show you can enjoy. I just can't. Like, it doesn't work for me. So, that may just be because I'm old and grumpy, too. I'm willing to accept that. Yeah, don't take it personally if I'm insulting a show that you like. Oh, here we go. It says, our encounter with the hostile species known as the Borg has caused great concern among Starfleet Command. A council has convened and overwhelmingly agrees we should observe the Borg before a more aggressive stance is taken. Applications for a captain to lead this delicate mission are currently under... Really? We need applications? We know it's Picard. Come on now.
Updated.
Well, it could be Cisco. Cisco would probably not mind punching some Borg in the face either. I'm gonna kind of keep expanding our space.
We have surveyed a new star system.
There we go. So, I got another construction ship too. Alright. So I guess Data has continued his research of the anomaly here. It says time goes by fast at 24,000 times the rate experienced by most humanoid species. From a distance, we've observed thousands of generations of life evolving before our eyes in real time, ranging from microbial to the planet's largest plants. Now see, this kind of stuff here in the game is kind of cool. It's not like the most amazing thing I've ever seen, but this feels like Star Trek, right? You run into this random stuff that's kind of all fun and nerdy, and like, I like this. Like, I feel like this game is, at least for me at the moment, this is a good throw to the next generation. Like, it kind of feels like you're in the next generation. It kind of plays like it, and these missions remind me of it, so I like this.
Mission log updated. We have surveyed a new star system.
I guess that one's on timeout for a minute, so we gotta wait a second. Yeah. Alright, Dormant Hive Mind. Alright, it says Captain Jean-Luc Picard. See, good. They chose the right person here. Has volunteered to study the Borg cube. First reports indicate that it is indeed a vessel, despite the lack of a bridge crew. The vessel, which we discovered many years ago, is carrying vast numbers of cybernetic organisms. We should be at a safe enough distance to monitor it for now. We got some choices here. We can keep an eye on it, which again is going to gain a ton of research. We can make a deep study of its weapon systems, which is going to increase the fire rate of our ships. And then we get a special project contacting the Borg. We can study their anatomy, which will help speed up our population growth. Or we can just get a crap load of alloys. We have a lot of alloys right now. That research is always really tempting. I think I'm gonna go for it.
Mission log updated.
think I'm gonna go for it. Alright, and then so we got our mission log. So contacting the Borg. We've got to send Picard out on the mission, so we might be able to track that one on the map. Yeah, right there, track it on the map. Alright, so there's our mission, and where is Picard?
Mission log updated.
Alright, Picard's on his way.
Discovery logged.
Found another anomaly to research. This is our minor fleet from Beta Zeds. Have our... What happened to our other fleets here?
Difficult terrain cleared by our planetary...
Should we send Cisco to back up Picard? I think we should. Alright, I'm sending Cisco out to back up Picard.
Construction finished on schedule.
Alright, sweet. So we completed a starbase here. Let's upgrade that. And then let's build our mining stations there. And then this construction ship's busy building a starbase. I need to remember, where's my tech? Oh, didn't realize we had tech to take care of here. Let's pause currently. We need to select some new tech here. Unlocks the Starbase Building Simulator holodecks. Unlocks building World Capital and Courts of Judgment. Oh geez, I'm losing track of the time here. I'm probably gonna have to get off here soon. I'm having fun though. Planetary build speed, leader experience gain, and then this is the cheapest one, so let's research those cheap ones first so we can knock out more research. Alright, now what does this say? Researchers from the Sentinel beamed down to the destroyed shipyard on Rudian. Discovered it belonged to the Bajorans. Documents were recovered showing the shipyard was attacked during a skirmish 100 years ago between Bajoran civilization or civilians, Akamarian gatherers. We can support the Bajorans. Deem the innocent party, and that's gonna make the Akamarians mad at me. I can support the Akamarians, which just gets me higher opinion of them. Or we can claim the shipyard. I don't really care about the Akamarians if I'm being honest, so I'm just gonna claim the resources here. Alright. So Picard is just about arrived on station.
Construction finished on schedule.
Here comes the old Enterprise D. The best Enterprise, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, though. The Enterprise E was pretty slick.
Construction finished on schedule.
And then I think they made like 6 more Enterprises just for the Picard series, because it's like, hey, if you all liked the fact that there was a new Enterprise in one of the movies, then we're gonna like throw as many of them at you as you can handle, like all the time. So I'm sure they're gonna have like the Enterprise Z and Double A and everything going into the next one. Let's see, leaders. Oh, one of our spies died. It says, have you found the planet with the giant Bender statue yet? I have not, Pilgrim. I would love to find the giant Bender statue. Alright, so the Enterprise is doing its mission here. Alright, after a period of radio silence, we have received what seems to be a coded transmission emanating from the Borg structure, resistance futile. Our scans show the legions of dormant cybernetic organisms are now waking up and moving. Our investigations seem to have alerted the Hind Mind controlling these creatures. We must prepare ourselves. If they are planning to attack, it may only be a matter of time. Raise the shields! So we get a modifier for 5 years of additional shields. Simulation. It says swirling ash and volleys of phaser fire transform the hulls of the Enterprise into a dangerous inferno. Our security officers are locked in battle against a boarding party of cybernetic organisms from the nearby Borg cube who somehow managed to bypass our shields. The invaders targeted Jean-Luc Picard, who was leading recent investigations. He's been captured and beamed back to the Borg cube. Now this is a cool throw to the episodes here. It says vital signs remain stable. The organisms have accomplished their mission, and their boarding party is now retreating. Leave behind nothing but eerie green transporter. What? Prepare a rescue party. We must rescue Picard. It says, a reconnaissance mission is underway inside the Borg cube. Our head of security is leading the effort to save Picard. After making their way through the labyrinth-like grid floors, the team has spotted him with skin much paler than before, covered in some glistening wires and conduits. Head of security has successfully isolated the altered Jean-Luc Picard and stunned him with their phaser. Beam him aboard!
A new tradition to teach us more about ourselves.
Alright, so Picard is awake again after successful surgery. The cybernetic organs connecting him to the hive mind have all been removed. Nearly cost him his life. Through a fit of shakes and shivers, Picard described what it felt like to be a part of the hive mind. It was like thousands of voices screaming in the dark, but in that darkness there was also unity, perhaps even family, though I hesitate to call it love. Still, they will always be a part of me, and I them. Some part of me will forever remain Locutus of Borg. That's cool. Alright, so Picard's back on the Enterprise. He's now got his angry Locutus side here. Alright.
Discovery logged.
Oh. So I keep hitting research here because we found that, but if I say
Our
leave it be
energy
for
credit
now...
supply is rapidly decreasing. Try not to
Oh.
let any resource fall below the critical threshold.
We're running low on energy, are we? Okay. We need to increase our monies. I think I designated an energy planet, if I remember right. Let's see which one it was. Yeah, right here's our energy world. Boy, we have produced a lot. Upkeep. Medical clinics. So, holographic housing quarter. Military base, mineral processing, replicator, storage silos. I don't see any buildings that help us improve energy output, so I don't think we have a choice but to maybe go around. Let's remind ourselves how we get more energy. So building energy districts, using construction ships to build mining stations, or we can sell resources on the market. Which, of course, we have a lot of resources. We have a ton of food, for instance, we could sell, and we're not exactly about to run out of energy the second. Like, Drago here's our new one, but we could go to maybe... Let's take a look at some of our bases here, but like, we could add an energy district. At a few of these colonies. It'll be kind of expensive, but we should be able to get it done, so let's build some energy districts. And then, of course, if we build mining facilities at places that have energy, so like right there's some energy. There's energy here, too. Once we finish our mining stations here, I could build another star base out here. Pilgrim says that was pretty fast to get Locutus. I did expect that to maybe take a little longer to get him back. Maybe some battles or something like that, but hey, we got it done. Right, so I'm gonna send Cisco back into Federation space.
We have surveyed a new star system. We have surveyed a new star system.
I'm actually gonna send Picard. We found that anomaly. Where was it we found the anomaly? Is it over here? Anomalies. Abandoned obelisk. Go to... Okay, so the abandoned obelisk is there. What's this name? Rudian. I want to send the Enterprise to it. Understood. So Enterprise. Research. Okay, so I've got the Enterprise on the research. So from now on, when we get those anomalies, I can use the Enterprise to research it to get that mission. Pilgrim says, if I'm enjoying this, then Stellaris would be my jam. Well, I might check out Stellaris, because I am enjoying this. This is actually probably the most fun I've had with a Paradox game so far now. I really liked kind of the humor and hilarity of like Crusader Kings and stuff, but I didn't have quite as much fun with it as I do this. Probably because I like Star Trek quite a lot, but I am going to have to run for now. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I might do some more of this soon if anybody's interested, but otherwise this might just be something that I play for fun in my spare time, but hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing off for now. I'll see you all again soon.